The Tab S9 Ultra is supposed to be an upgrade over the previous model, but can you actually tell the difference? Well, at least from a size and design standpoint, there are two extremely important differences. And thank you to Best Buy for sponsoring a portion of this video. So first, even though they have the same overall dimension and the same size 14.6-inch display, the camera module on the back was changed, and so was the location of the charging strip for the S Pen. And because of this, you can't use your current Tab S9 Ultra cases with the newer model. And that's something that you want to keep in mind as far as budget if you're thinking of upgrading, because something like the book cover keyboard is $350 and the book cover keyboard slim is still $200. We're getting 4 speakers on both tablets, and these are some of the best speakers on any tablet that I've ever used. So if you like to watch movies or listen to music using these speakers, these are going to work great. We're also getting the same 3.2 USB-C port for charging and connecting accessories and a micro SD card slot, so you can expand the internal storage by up to 1 terabyte. Now, the second important difference is that the Tab S9 Ultra and the new S Pen have an IP68 rating, so you're getting protection from dust and water. Obviously, this matters if you're using it outside, but even inside the home, it's nice to know that if you accidentally spill water on your brand new tablet, it can handle it. For biometric authentication, both tablets use an on-screen fingerprint sensor and give you the option for facial recognition. The fingerprint sensor is super fast and reliable, and the facial recognition works as long as you have enough light. It's not going to work in a dark room. Now, looking at the displays, they're both 14.6 inches and they do have some similar specs, but they're not the same. The Tab S9 Ultra has a dynamic AMOLED 2X display versus Super AMOLED on the Tab S8 Ultra. This means that it has better contrast because it's more capable of showing true black levels and depth. It also has better color accuracy and reduced blue light emission. Now, both displays are 120 Hz, have a resolution of 1848 by 2960, the same 16 by 10 aspect ratio, and virtually identical pixel density. So this is one of those areas where you can't go wrong. Both displays are absolutely incredible. The image quality is spectacular. They might be my favorite tablet displays to watch content on, and the Tab S9 Ultra is just a little better. Now, personally, I wouldn't upgrade from the 8 to the 9 just for the display. I would rather save my money for something else. Now, speaking of saving money, I gotta show you what I just bought, but if you're looking for great deals on new tech, check out today's sponsor, Best Buy, and the Best Buy app. When you use the app, you get first look at Best Buy drops, which means you're getting better savings on hot or limited inventory products. Now, Best Buy has great prices and a price match guaranteed, and my Best Buy members get exclusive offers on thousands of products. Well, I just picked up the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9 49-inch gaming monitor for my new gaming room. It was originally $1,800, was on sale for $400 off, and with my Best Buy membership, I got an additional $300 off. Plus, if you shop in-store, you can just have a blue shirt, scan your digital member ID from the app, and all your in-store purchases are attached to your My Best Buy account. So if you want to save some money on a gift or something for yourself, make sure that you download the Best Buy app now for great holiday deals, and thank you to Best Buy for sponsoring this portion of the video. So speaking of the new gaming room I'm working on, before we get to gaming on these tablets, we need to look at an important upgrade with the Tab S9 Ultra. This time around, Samsung went with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, which is newer, more powerful, and more efficient than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip on the Tab S8 Ultra. If you're interested in benchmarks, you'll see improved single and multi-core performance with the Tab S9 Ultra, as well as an upgrade in GPU performance. Now, whether you'll notice this in your everyday use ultimately depends on how you use your tablet. If you typically only do things like browsing the web, utilizing productivity apps, and watching content, you may not see a significant difference. But if you're the type of user who performs more demanding tasks, the new chip undoubtedly stands as the better choice. And regardless of what type of user you are, the added performance headroom gives the Tab S9 Ultra an advantage in terms of longevity. And this advantage is really going to play out when it comes to gaming. So right now, both tablets can easily run any less demanding games, and even the most demanding games that I play like PUBG, COD Mobile, and Genshin Impact. But for example, when playing PUBG, the Tab S8 Ultra can only go to extreme for frame rate with graphics set to smooth, and the Tab S9 Ultra can go to 90 frames per second. Also, as games continue to evolve and demand more resources, the newer chip on the Tab S9 Ultra will keep the tablet faster and responsive for longer. As far as streaming games with something like the Xbox Game Pass app, both tablets are excellent options. You're essentially only using them as a display, and again, while the newer display is better, both are incredible. Now, looking at the camera systems, both tablets have two 12-megapixel front-facing cameras, one wide and one ultra-wide, and here's a quick sample. Here's a camera and microphone test of the Tab S9 Ultra and the Tab S8 Ultra. This should give you a pretty good idea of the type of image quality that you're going to get from each tablet and the type of audio quality that you should expect. As far as rear-facing cameras, both tablets have a 13-megapixel wide camera, but the Tab S9 Ultra has an 8-megapixel ultra-wide versus 6 megapixels on the Tab S8 Ultra. We talked a little about keyboard options. They're the same for both tablets, but again, they're not interchangeable. Now, as far as the S Pen, you're getting an IP68 rating with the newer model, and it can be charged regardless of which way you place it on the charging strip. With the Tab S8 Ultra, you have to make sure that the point of the S Pen is pointing towards the camera. Now, both tablets use the most current OS version, so you can use all the same apps, and we have the same multitasking features like 3 tiled apps at the same time and the super useful side panel. Both tablets also offer DeX, which is amazing. It gives you a desktop-like user interface with a taskbar, desktop icons, and floating windows. You can even pair a keyboard, mouse, and an external monitor for an extremely powerful dual display setup. Both tablets offer 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates, but of course the Tab S9 Ultra is newer, so technically it will be supported for longer. Another nice improvement with the new chip is battery life. So even though both tablets have an 11,200 milliampere hour battery and they offer 45-watt fast charging, you're going to notice improved battery life with the newer model, and I'm super excited to show you the battery test results in my dedicated video, so make sure that you're subscribed. When we look at the configuration options and pricing, we see an interesting change. The Tab S9 Ultra starts out at $1,199, but there's no longer a 128GB version. The base model is now 256 gigs. It's also available with 512GB and a 1TB model, and there are usually some amazing trade-in options or free memory upgrades, and the links in the description are automatically updated. The 256 and 512 gig versions of the Tab S9 Ultra come with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and the 1TB model comes with 16 gigs of RAM. With the Tab S8 Ultra, the 128GB model comes with 8, the 256 comes with 12, and the 512 comes with 16 gigs of RAM. So here's how I would choose. I like the fact that you get more storage with the newer model. I like the newer display and the upgraded camera module, the IP68 rating for the tablet and the S Pen, and I really like the more powerful and more efficient processor. It probably wouldn't get me enough to upgrade unless the trade-in value was insane, but assuming that I don't have either one, unless I found a great deal on the Tab S8 Ultra, especially with all the specials and discounts on the Tab S9 Ultra, it would be hard to pass on the newer model. Now you should see how Samsung compares with Apple. Hopefully this video was helpful. Click on my face to subscribe. You know what I always say, buy it nice or buy it twice. Good luck and see you soon.